Had the silly thing in reverse.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time, and I'm saying that because I've actually had 58 new subscribers in the last 28 days according to the analytics, which is amazing. So thank you so much for the support. This is the video obviously where some of those people go, what? Where are the other booktubers? I'm watching this, and then just bugger off. So please stay. I'm really hoping that you know, you'll like some of the content. It's quite a varied channel. I do quite a lot on here, which is why it's called Books, Songs and Other Magic, because there's all sorts of things that I do. It's mostly books, but there are other things will pop up on the channel. Later on in the week, you're going to see a Doctor Who video. But anyway, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for all the support. All the people that have already subscribed and have been subscribed for years, thank you so much for the support and the friendship as well, because one thing that we're always saying on here is that we're making friends, which is awesome. So yeah, big thank you to the guys that have subscribed, and please look around the channel and all that, and please comment, because I'd like to get to know you, so we can become friends. So this is a bit of a reference to that, in the sense that I'm kind of going to talk about a few different things, but it kind of gives you a sense of what I read as well from what I talk about. So the first thing is I wanted to make a reference again to Dangerous December, which is about to start on my channel. So in December, I'll be doing some more reading of the books that have been banned and challenged. So it's a really good project. It's a project I feel very strongly about. And where's it gone? And this is going to be read first in December in reference to Dangerous December, and I'm going to be buddy reading this with Kim from Middle of the Book March. So hi Kim, and you still need to, if you haven't, well, at the time of me recording this, I still haven't got your contact details, so we're not going to be able to chat while we're reading unless we can find each other on Voxer. So let me know about that. But who knows, maybe by the time this is up, maybe that's been solved. But anyway, Invisible Man, Ralph Ellison. Let me know what you think of it. But this is a big old book, so this will take me a while. So I'm hoping to read other things in December, which I'll talk about a little bit in a second. But this is going to be part of the Dangerous December reading, banned and challenged books. So I wanted to talk about that. I'm also in the middle of the Read What You Own challenge. So I'm not buying anything. And the way I'm doing it is I'm not doing it with a number of pages or a number of books. I'm doing it with a time constraint. So from now until Christmas, I'm not buying anything, which genuinely already there's been 2 weekends where I really wanted to go out and buy something and I haven't done it. So I've been very good at being a bit constrained and just reading what I have. And I have tons and tons of books, so there's lots I can read. So it's a really good concept, because, you know, sometimes buying can get a little bit crazy. So yeah, Read What Your Own challenge is still underway, and that's going to be what I'm going to be doing until Christmas. Also, something I haven't really said enough on the channel is about John Wyndham. So John Wyndham is one of my favourite authors. I've done a few videos about him before. Well, there's one central one I did, but I've done this Winter of Wyndham event last year. So Winter of Wyndham is where I asked people to read something by John Wyndham and to celebrate his work. Obviously, Day of the Triffids is the most famous one. And there's Chris Lidd's The Midwich Cuckoo is also really famous. I personally think that Trouble with Lichen is really underrated. I think it's brilliant. But read some John Wyndham for the Winter of Wyndham. So it's basically December, January and February. So we'll just be starting the Winter of Wyndham when as this video goes up, or just after this video goes up. And I'm doing it again because this year we lost Alice in the Giant Bookshelf, and I wanted to do it again just as a tribute to her, because John Wyndham and Ray Bradbury were the two authors that we spoke about together privately. So I wanted to do it as a response to that and as a tribute to her. So, you know, read a John Wyndham book for Alice. And I'm going to be reading one of these three. So these are three that I haven't read yet, I own. So there's A Stowaway to Mars. So I haven't read that yet. and Plan for Chaos and The Secret People. So those are the 3 I haven't read yet. Out of the ones I've got tons, but I've read a lot of his stuff as well. So Winter of Wyndham, I wanted to reference that again because I hadn't really done that. I did reference it when I was talking about what I was going to do for the rest of the year, but it was a while back. And Gavin from Genre Books has been talking about Winter of Wyndham. So thank you, Gavin. That's awesome, and I appreciate you mentioning the channel and all that kind of thing. So let me tell you about what I've been reading. So I'm in the middle of this. Alien Clay by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So I really like Adrian Tchaikovsky, and I was very excited to read this. So I've just started it, and I'm buddy reading this with Dave from Book Blather. So really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that. I am reading that, you know what I mean. Really look forward to interacting with Dave about it, because we haven't really done that yet because we've only just started. I want to get to this before December hits, so I've got a few more days in December, so I'm in November, so I want to hit this one as well because I really like the other one, Convenience Store Woman. So I really want to read this, and it's quite short. I should be able to sort of quickly nip that in at the end of the month, I think. And this is on my radar as well. It's worth mentioning that now and again I do this project called Vote for the King, where I put up 3 books and you vote for what I should read, just so I can finish off the books that I own by Stephen King. So I own, I don't know, about 65 books, and I'm going to make sure I read them by doing this occasional video, Vote for the King. And last time you voted for The Eyes of the Dragon. So the first time we did it, because it's only the second time, the first time you did it, you voted for The Long Walk, which was really good. So Eyes of the Dragon is the one you voted for this time. So I'm looking forward to reading that as well. The Invisible Man is going to be the first thing I read in December. But I wanted to talk about some other things that are on my radar. Maybe not in December, maybe in January. Next year is going to be a massive catch-up. But I'm also going to carry on with my Ray Bradbury deep dive. So I'm reading every single book by Ray Bradbury in chronological order. So I'll carry on with that as well. So I haven't done a video of Golden Apples of the Sun yet. So I need to do that. And then I need to read Dandelion Wine. And then I need to read Something Wicked This Way Comes. So that's, again, all those 3 are on my radar. Golden Apples I have pretty much finished. Got a few more to read, and then I can do the video. So if you're a Ray Bradbury fan, please look at those. Ray Bradbury is probably my favourite author. It's difficult to say, but he's the one I would say if someone asked me. So that's still a thing. So that's going to be happening next year. There's a bunch of Bookshelf Essentials videos that are going up about history books I recommend as well. And you've got the Twilight Zone deep dive continuing, and you've got the 100 album challenge carrying on as well, and you've got these occasional Doctor Who videos coming up as well. So there's lots coming up, but I wanted to talk about some of the books that I've got on my radar to, again, give some of those new guys that have been subscribing a sense of what I read. So I really want to read this. I'm very, very excited about reading this. And really, that's because I saw the film American Fiction that was based on this, and it completely blew me away. I thought it was incredible. So I'm really hoping this is better, because quite often the books are better. But if it's as good, it'll knock me for 6. So we'll see. But Erasure by Percival Everett, I really want to read that. And obviously everybody's raving about James. But I'm probably, if I read this and love it, I want to read Trees after that by Percival Everett. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this. And this is a comedy sci-fi-ish book that I saw called I'm Starting to Worry About This Black Box of Doom. And Jason Pargin is famous for John Dies at the End. So he's got great titles. And I've actually got John Dies at the End, but still haven't read it. But this is on my radar because I think I'm going to like that one. So that's one that I want to read soon. Fire Rush, which is by British author Jacqueline Crooks. And I think it's got a really good sense of the Jamaican population in London, the Caribbean population in London, and during the and like in kind of like the music scene, and a bit of a slice of life book. But it was heavily acclaimed when it came out, and lots of people on BookTube talked about it, but I haven't read it yet. So Fire Rush is on my radar as well. So I really want to read that. Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby. S.A. Cosby is a phenomenal writer, but this is one I haven't read yet, and I've had it for a little while, so this is definitely on my radar as well. So I want to get to this soon. So let me know if you've read any S.A. Cosby, and yeah, that's definitely on my radar. Again, I keep wanting to read Adam Neville, and I bought this book, Cunning Folk, deliberately so that I could start reading Adam Neville. There's a few books here, to be fair, that have been influenced by Ollie from Criminology. That Black Box of Doom was, and also probably S.A. Cosby. It was a while ago since I started reading him, but probably. But this is definitely something that I heard Ollie talk about a lot, Adam Neville, and I bought this deliberately to read it straight away, but I've had it a little while now. I've had it for at least 8 months or something, so I need to read it. So this is on my radar as well. And I'm going to continue reading classic science fiction. Look at that riff across the middle. Oh, well. Other than that, it's actually really good condition. But I'm going to continue reading classic science fiction because it's going to end, hopefully, middle of next year with a big old top 40 or top 50 science fiction books. So I'm going to read a few books that I feel I need to read before I do that list. So Dying Inside by Robert Silverberg is one of them, but also On the Beach, and what's it called? Earth Abides as well. That's there. Earth Abides as well. I need to read that. So that's on my radar as well. I mean, to be fair, as we're there, I've also got a book by Bill Marx, Harpo Marx's son, that I really want to read. That's on my radar as well. So I really want to read that. And I've also got a book downstairs, which is a book of letters that Groucho Marx wrote to his daughter, Maxine. And I really want to read that as well. So I'm a big fan of the Marx Brothers. So that's something else that new subscribers may not know. And I got this out of the loft. So this is a big shout out to two good friends that I discovered, that I met on here. So obviously Dave from Book Lover, but also Joe from Book Buds. They've nudged me to have a look in the loft to find this, Christmas books of Charles Dickens. So obviously I've read A Christmas Carol many times, but I've not actually read the others. So the Chimes I haven't read, and the Cricket on the Hearth, I haven't read those either. So I have read Christmas Carol. I love it to death. So yeah, I'm going to read that this Christmas as well. So there you are. That's a little bit more detail about the kind of stuff I read for anyone that's just subscribed. It's a big old thank you to people who have subscribed. A reminder about December and some of the events that I'm doing. I'm going to do a video soon on the channel at the beginning of December, also talking about fantasy books with a very specific thing in mind. So look out for that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for all the support. Please comment below and stay curious.
Paint me a picture